Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We are, Chakra Wanda and I are here to have this amazing conversation. And I know that you will be excited once you hear this journey. The whole point of all of this is, with recent changes with the AI space and technology changes very quickly. And for Black History Month, I made a post about what's going to happen to people that look like you, people that look like me, if we don't come to terms with this technology, meaning AI, artificial intelligence, and more specifically, generative AI, which would be your ChatGPTs, your Mid-Journeys, platforms like that. And so I made a post about that, and Chakra Wanda, she made a comment, said that she wants to know more about what I was doing. And so we connected, and let me just give you a little bit of background on Chakra Wanda. Can you hear me now, Wanda? Can you hear me? Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So we're live, and I am getting ready to introduce Chakra Wanda. Hold on a second. Let's see.
The host has muted mic.
Okay, I got you.
Muted your mic. Hi.
Hey, can you hear me?
Where are you? I don't see you as a...
You don't see me? Okay, hold on.
Oh, there you go. Hold on. Invite guests. Invite guests. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. But, where's the screen?
Oh, hold on.
Where are you?
Do you see me?
Okay.
Oh, okay, I got you. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so this is our first time, my first time using live stream. And
I like it. The colors.
Hey. So, hey, Carol, thank you for joining. So one thing you should know about me is Chakra Wanda. We met when we worked for another company. I was an esthetician. She was a massage therapist. And we kind of would have a meeting of the minds in the break room. We would be in the break room talking about all kind of stuff. Wanda was very in tune with the healing arts as well. She has an incredible library of skills and wonderful things that people, that her followers know her for. And like I said, this space, this is such a timely kind of topic because a lot of people have a lot of fear, a lot of resistance around learning new technology. Some people just new things in general. But one of my passion projects is to make sure as many people that look like me, look like you, look like Wanda, embrace this technology and find a way to make it fit into your life. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce the Empress, Chakra Wanda.
Hey. So, are people on in different places? Can you see?
I think we have 2 viewers currently, but we're going to move on because, people are going to file in.
No, I want to acknowledge them.
Oh, let's see. Carol Myers.
Your time. And also, go ahead.
No, I was going to say Carol Myers. Carol Myers. She's a good girlfriend of mine. Right. She is on. I see her, and I'm not sure who the other person is.
Okay.
But that's okay. We are going to.
All right. So, just acknowledging y'all's time and also replay viewers, people that will see this afterwards. I am Empress Chakra Wanda. I go by Mama Wanda. You can call me Wanda. All in love. So, Demia. Yeah, we go way back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how many years?
More than 10 years?
Yeah, because Libby's 9. So probably a year or 2 before Libby was born. So about 10, maybe even 11 years.
11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And we merged together in the healing arena began to do our, separate things, leaving that career, have worked closely together too, in creative ways and in business. And so, not too long ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, it must have been 2 weeks ago, I have been, first of all, we're here to talk about today's technology and crossing the bridge. I am 60 plus. I'm 60 plus, 66 now. And I've seen technology change so fast. And I kept hearing about the AI. I did use it a little bit. I'm an artist. I have different expressions. So in this season, I do abstract art on canvas of different size. Taught myself that during the pandemic. Before that, always creative. I had different businesses, jewelry, holistic arena, corporate arena, many years. And I have been seeing lots of talk about AI and how it can help you efficiently in many different ways. So I called or reached out to Demia on a DM, a comment, and I said, tell me more, I'm seeing a lot. And so within 24 hours, I was able to create, with her help and encouragement, an ebook, and also began to do a series of artwork in a very unique way, because she just asked me a question. But before we got to that, I was always resistant and felt apprehensive about having to learn all these apps that are out here and, do this, do that, algorithms, trying to keep up with things. I've live streamed a lot. I've been on platforms, podcasts. I've played with tools to market my current business as a natural hairstylist. But, I still, if it takes 2 seconds long, then you lose my attention.
Yes. Yeah.
So the help, what encouraged me to look at working with the AI is I had always wanted to do an ebook, and also I wanted to create some affirmation type cards with my art, and I can say I've been able to do both. Mm-hmm. But within 24 hours, and the most of it, the encouragement I got from Demia, because I was telling her how my mind was thinking, and in this season of life, and I'm sure that many others are like, I don't know, about all this online stuff, and where people say they can make money, and some of us are used to just being in a physical place and working 9 to 5 and working hard. I jumped the corporate ship years ago. I couldn't take it anymore. Right. I knew I wanted to do something entrepreneurial, and now entrepreneurial has taken on a different face. It has taken on a different face. Long time ago, entrepreneurial now is multiple streams of multiple rivers.
Right, you gotta have.
I heard someone say, "Don't say streams, multiple rivers."
Rivers, yeah.
There's no physical. The physical job, working remotely, people are putting different skill sets together. So by talking with her, she provided the encouragement. She sent me an easy little tool, told me to do a couple of things. That ebook was done in no time.
Well, I want to stop right here for a second.
Okay.
So when you first saw the video of me talking about AI and kind of the importance of why we need to embrace it in our own way, what were your initial thoughts?
I'm still apprehensive about it, especially the idea that it's artificial. The whole
the
word
words. And I know words are big for you, right? Like,
right.
I know previously some things we worked with, and we were talking about certain words. You remember the ancestor money?
Yeah.
And so words and words are important. Words hold frequency and things like that. But
They do.
what's important too, though, is that people don't focus on that as the main idea, right? Old people say majoring on the minor. We don't want to major on the
Right.
minor, right?
Right.
So, so when Wanda reached out, I hadn't talked to her. I think I had just got onto your show, the Listening Room, right, on TikTok.
Right. Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. We need to catch up." And so
Right.
when I made the post, so it was right around the same couple of days, right? So when we got on the phone, even though she reached out, she was still like, "Nah, I don't know about that," right? So when we at our first phone call, and I was trying to get your temperature, like kind of where on the spectrum you were, and I know that you had done technological stuff before, like you use live stream, all the way back to when we was doing hula hooping in the park and all of the things, right?
All of it.
With Periscope. So you actually were doing a lot of things that I hadn't done, right? In terms of some of the tools and platforms. So,
Right.
but when I started making AI art, I did think immediately of you, like who would really love this? And and all my other friends know that when I'm excited about something, I tell everybody, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I already was going to do a class because I got tired of talking to individual people saying the same thing over and over again. And so I was really thrilled when Wanda reached out. And so at our first conversation, do you remember what I asked you initially?
I can't remember, but for sure I remember you saying, "What are you doing with your art?"
Yes, so Wanda creates some beautiful art, right? Like multimedia art. She self-taught.
Thank you.
And when I tell you, you want to talk about someone who is a shapeshifter. Wanda is a shapeshifter, right? She has been able to, reinvent herself. And we talked about this earlier, where she always would say, "I'm just in a space of what if. Well, what if I do this? What would happen?" Right? So I started, adopting that. And so she has always been a huge manifester. And when I think of people who execute on ideas, I always think of Wanda, because she'll have an idea, she'll be like, "Okay, she'll get right to it." So going back,
encouraged. I am so encouraged. Y'all just don't know. I'm so encouraged. It's like it's a deposit is coming back. Like, when we encourage each other like that, and that activated. It's like it just activated and infused just by you saying what I would say to you all, about, okay, try it and see what if, versus, oh, this has to work because I needed to do something. No, out of curiosity, what would happen if you just played with the idea? And so that's reactivated me to think of it in that, because it's less stressful.
Right.
So putting the facts down on paper about but we'll get to that, because she's going to help you.
Yes.
She's going to help you understand through talking with me what has transpired just in the last 2.5 weeks, I guess.
Because I think, was that a Friday of our first conversation? Was that a Thursday or a Friday? And so when I was talking to her, I was like, oh, I was hoping that she'd get it like really quickly, but then I was like, no, we gotta do a little bit more mindset shifting, right? We did talk about that, and she expressed you expressed your concern about closing down the one part of your business, and okay, where does that leave me? Which made me think a lot of people who are at similar stages of life as you, and even some people who are not, maybe where I am, who may be out of a job, We're having to reimagine our lives without these other things. We are having to recreate or create new realities for ourselves, and we don't quite know how. We feel very stuck. We feel frustrated because the old things, the old methods aren't working anymore.
Right.
Because the underpinnings have changed. And I have also experienced that. You know, I'm currently unemployed after this federal funding freeze happened.
Right.
And I decided to really lean into the technology, really lean into my creativity, and which was why I asked Wanda, what was she doing? What were you doing with your paintings? Now, now what'd you tell me? Now, what did you tell me about your paintings?
Around the house, I got about 60, 150 canvases. I have sold over the last few years, but I do have a separation anxiety.
Because they're your babies.
I realized it was my healing process. Getting in the zone of being in front of the canvas and then exploring different mediums. Just time stands still and it just would pour out. The same thing happened before then with jewelry, wire wrapping, crystals, hair. I noticed that theme all through my life. I think when you look back at your life and look at a certain theme, because we're not designed to just come here, pay taxes, and die. No. This is a grand experience, good, bad, and indifferent. So I noticed that pattern of creativity. So, yes, she asked me what's happening with the art. I said, I got all these canvases. She said, you can create a series. This is after.
Wait. Before that, what did I tell you? What did I tell you before that?
Huh?
What did I say to you before that? I said, you know that your art, your gift is not for you. It's not to be sitting around in your closet, in the bed of the bedroom. It is for you to share with the world, right?
That's true.
And we become very attached to our creations because they're a part of us, right? They're essentially our children because we birthed them out of the downloads or the ideas that God gives us, right?
And, that's true.
And that's one thing.
And I call that authentic intelligence. That's my AI.
Yes.
The reason why the whole authentic artificial intelligence, the word, but I realize in the way that I choose to live in awareness is every single thing was already created in the mind of creator in the universe. It is channeled through the ethers through all of us. Some person had to come up with the idea of this video type situation, down to this cup, down to the products we use.
Okay, but I need that cup too.
Huh?
Did you make that cup? Did you make that cup?
No.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
My goddess cup. No, I didn't make it.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Everything. So I began to think of AI that way. Even I remember when the internet came on, and commercial, and everyday person wasn't using it. It was used and created or used by the government first, and then it rolled out. But with everything, there's a duality, a light and a dark side. So I've always asked the divine to show me how to use all gifts, all tools here on the planet that I'm supposed to use. Let me be a part of bringing light through that process. So, hence, I took a picture of one of my pictures.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, all right, so we're at the place that now she's open. Her interest is a little bit piqued. And I said, so what if I can show you how to reimagine your artwork, your physical artwork using AI? And then she was like, what? I could do that. I was like, And I got it. That got her right there. She was hooked when I showed her how to do that.
She found something that I have a natural affinity and passion for, and put that seed of awareness about AI can assist, help, enhance, or expand that piece. So I'm like, what? Let me hear more.
The whole vibe, the whole energy of the conversation shifted.
And she even made it easy. She sent me a prompt. I went in there, or the GPT, to create ebooks.
Well, we did your picture first, right? We did. So for we didn't do the pictures first.
We did the ebook first.
Okay, so for people,
and then the picture.
So when people who are listening, if you don't know what a prompt is, so a prompt is your instructions, or the instructions that you give to the chat bot or AI, the AI chat bot. So ChatGPT or Leonardo, Ideogram, all these different AI, generative AI platforms use prompts. So that's like you placing an order at a restaurant. You give it to the server, and then they go get it and they bring it back, right? So that's what a prompt is. So I want to make sure that people are not afraid of the terminology. And it's just another way of saying instructions. So you're saying ChatGPT, I want an ebook that looks like this, has this type of feel, has this many pages, is for this particular type of person, right?
But the thing is, which helped me navigate it, is that you really actually have to learn how to let it help you.
Yes.
Because I said a general thing about the type of ebook on it, and the ebook that I asked to be created was an ebook on helping people understand and identify signs from the universe, signs from the creator, because there is a transmission going on all the time alongside of what's happening in the 3D, or what people might consider reality, this chaos, this third dimensional way of observing and being engaged in the earth. But there's other dimension, there's other awarenesses too, and there's communication going on, signs, indications, intuition, all of that. Distraction of the world keeps you away from that piece. So I wanted to do it for a beginner's guide on recognizing signs of the universe. And she sent me the GPT to go into. I said what I wanted, and it came back, okay, what style? And it asked different questions to help define it, so it could give me exactly what I wanted. I liked that, because then I didn't have to think too much more. Then it was a matter of going through it and seeing that it had the feel of my voice. One thing I used to hear about AI is that I think this feeling is out there, or this stigma or statement may not be generalized, that you will no longer be using your faculties, because it does things for you. And guess what?
No,
you got
have
think
to.
with
Yes,
it. It's not a hard think, but you do it once you start creating more and more, and other ideas come and other applications. It's a whole. You got to get in it.
Right, and
but
so
it's helpful.
It is. So it is absolutely a tool that can help simplify whatever it is you're doing. It can be used to answer emails you don't want to answer, to text messages, make grocery lists, make all kinds of things that like I'm getting ready to use it for me and Olivia. I got to make some stuff for a preteen that is into video games. How can I get her more interested in doing her schoolwork, right? So I need some help with that. So it can help with businesses making new workflows. I was working on my Beacons website the other night, and I was having a hard time kind of conceptualizing. Like, I'm a visual person, so I kind of have to see it. And so because they didn't really have examples, I mean, it wasn't clicking for me. So I asked ChatGPT. I said, "Okay, can give me some ideas, because I have two different brands that are going to be on one site. So how can I do that without people being confused?" And so it gave me, how to do it. And I was like, I couldn't picture it. So I said, "Can you make me a wireframe or a visual example?" So wireframes, they use that in computer, the graphic design and user stories and things like that, to make an example of the web page or the website, right? And so it did. It literally broke it down. And I'll see if I can pull it up and show you. But it literally gave me like a box, home title here and subtitle and navigation buttons here. And so it did what I asked it for. And then you start to have a conversation, right? Like you realize you're starting to have a conversation. So yes, you do have to think. And so let me back up a little bit. Wanda mentioned, you mentioned GPTs. So what GPTs are, they are like the interface, right? They're like the interface where you type in the instructions, right? And so people who make the GPTs, they can make them in a variety of configurations, but the ones that we mostly use have what they call conversation starters, right? Because sometimes you don't even know what to ask or where to start, right? And so I think the one that sent you for the ebook, it had a conversation starter. Did it have a button? Okay, so I think it had a button. I'll try to pull up one of them while we're on, but it usually will have a conversation starter because people don't even know. So if you don't know where to start, you're probably not going to ask the right questions. And so then you may become frustrated with the output, like what it returns to you, right? It can't do anything on its own. You have to give it the information. And so what it'll do, you give it the instructions, then it'll repeat back to you, "I think this is what you said to me," right?
Right.
And then you can say, no, that's not what I want. Here's, or let's try this, or I know you can do better, right?
Right.
And so you can actually start talking to it, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, now.
Yeah, and Wanda, she was calling me, y'all. She was calling me like, "Look." But see, I already knew because the same thing happened to me. I was up for 24 hours, probably 2 or 3 days in a row, because I could not. My brain was just spitting stuff out, like the creativity that it sparks within you to see something that you had in your mind now in front of you on this screen. It wakes something up in you. And
so do you want me to show them?
Yes, so show them.
I don't know.
You can share your screen. Let's see. At the bottom, it should say present. Let me see. Can I give you?
I don't see present. I see guest, more, camera. That's just my camera off.
Okay.
Oh, that's that. And I don't know if I can.
Let's see. Okay, so this is new territory. Okay, maybe you sent something to me, right? What did you send me?
I did.
Okay, let's see.
My original art piece.
Let's see if
and then, I don't know, I said a few things.
I know, she was loading me up. Okay, hang on.
One from Ancestors, the Ancestors painting.
Okay, let me see. I
And
think.
then the reimagine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the sound. I want to give you. I want to give you permission to.
Okay.
Did you see it? Okay.
You're giving me permission within StreamYard?
Yes, I think so. I'm trying to. Let's see.
Um,
And
let's see.
well, let's see. I
I
don't
don't
know. Can
see
I do
where
it on
I can
Facebook?
do it.
Are you're joining from StreamYard, right? Let's see.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Maybe if I do the present. Sorry, guys. So part of technology is learning. Sometimes learning things on the fly, right?
On the fly.
And let's see. This is asking me if I want to share my screen. No, but I want Wanda to share her screen. All right. Hold on. Let me see something over here. Insights. How? No. Okay. Dashboard. Okay. While we're waiting for that. Okay, we got some comments. Let's see. Carol said, hey, Chakra Wanda. Mike says it's on his phone, but I see you. Hey, Mike. So I don't know. Mike might actually know about StreamYard, but we are gonna let me see. I have hold on a second. I'll pull something up so we can see, so I can show the group what I'm talking about here. So what I'm gonna show now is a GPT, a chat bot that is for ebooks, which is what Wanda first used. So then once she got the ebook rolling, I showed her that she could actually upload a picture of her original painting, and that she could ask ChatGPT to reimagine this picture for her, to give it new life, so it's not sitting in her her bedroom or her office. All right, so let's see, which one is this? I have a whole bunch of GPTs in my sidebar. Let me see if I can show my screen. I'll show. Okay, I'll present my screen, and then let me see if I can figure out how to get your stuff on screen. I want this. Share. All right, you guys seeing my screen?
Oh, sure.
Okay, look now.
Look at you.
Okay, but I
made
but don't be too excited. Oh Lord, what is that? Okay, see how there needs to be some time. Okay, so let me go here. Can you see this? Can you see the GPT? Or is it still looking weird?
You know, it's so tiny, I can't read it, but.
Okay. Hold, please.
Hold on. Let it full screen. I can see it. I mean, it's tiny still for me,
Okay.
glass-wise, so.
Okay.
But I see it. I see it up there.
Okay. All right. So let me go back. All right. So this is not the.
So
again,
that's the GPT right there.
So this is the GPT. This is the ebook creator that I sent to Wanda.
Ebook creator.
Yep, ebook creator. So here, these little boxes here are the conversation starters, right? So this is for someone who does not even know where to start. And it says, the first one says, help me create an ebook. Next one is guide me through turning my content into an ebook. I need help organizing my ideas into an ebook. And let's brainstorm the perfect ebook together. So this is what I sent to Wanda to use because I wanted to make the process as easy as possible for her. Because it's important that if people already have some reservations about some of the technology, you want to give it to them, give it to them in baby pieces, like baby bites, baby spoonfuls, right? Because you don't want to turn them off. So how did you feel when you first saw this?
I chose the first one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see.
The first spot. And I just put in there, I wanted to create this ebook that talked about what the signs, the divine signs were, and recognizing them. Mm-hmm. So then it started asking me questions to define the format, all of that. And it even had the way it formatted it for me at the end of each chapter. It had a box for me to fill in a personal testimony to give example of what was actually in that chapter that applied, that I could give an example having experienced in my own life. So it made it personable.
Okay. I think Carol said she just saw my face.
It was really within 24 hours.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. I think Carol said that she just saw my face, I think, when I was trying to screen share. Yeah, we've got to, I got to work out the kinks on that. But for anybody watching, so when I do the replay, I will probably add some images or links to the replay so people can go and see what we were talking about. Let's see.
The screens, it seems like our screen is smaller now.
It does. Hold on. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go.
All right.
But all of this is fun, right? It's fun to me, and I don't know if anybody in our audience have been playing around with some of the tools out on the market. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of tools. People are, launching stuff every day. Companies, and just to show people who are listening, who don't think that their lives are being touched by AI. If you have Alexa, if you got Siri, if you got these smart robot vacuum cleaners, the smart thermostats, you got all of these things, cars that back up by themselves, all of these things. Our lives have already been impacted by AI. And, my goal is to get our the population that has maybe retired. Because sometimes when people retire, they don't know what to do with themselves. They've been working for 50 years, 30 years. They don't know what to do. And then they often may feel discarded by, mainstream society. And when they have so much knowledge, they have so much still to give and to share, but they just don't have an outlet to do it, right? Or they may be homebound. They can't get out and get around. We have in my community, the community that I belong to, DCT, we have people who are disabled or who can't, actually leave the home to do work. But they have a business. They created a business for themselves creating digital products, digital art, working with other businesses, helping other businesses grow and scale, helping other creators make things easier. So AI is for everyone. And I think the best way that one of the ways we can really honor our elders and people who have come before us is to create pathways for them to still feel connected and feel useful and use. And so, because the other thing is, it will help keep their minds sharp, right?
Right.
Because when you slow down and you're not doing the activities that you used to do, sometimes elders get sick or they just kind of decline after that. So if we really want to talk about, taking care of our elders and taking care of the people who've come before us, this is going to play a huge part. It's going to play a huge part in that. So, I want to know how I can, hang on, let me see if I can find out about the screen share, because I really want you to show your artwork. While I'm doing that, is there anything else you want to share with the audience?
Okay, well, we're gonna find a way to show the art. If not, you'll have this posted in your Facebook group or your Facebook page.